Welcome to the Keychain Podcast, where every key
tells a story. I'm Matt.
I'm Meesh.
And we're giving you an inside look at the people, the partners, and the purpose behind the Matt Harnick Team at Keller Williams.
On this episode, we're opening the door with the AnnieMac Community Mortgage Team. Did I get that right?
Absolutely.
We've only tried it 3 times. We finally got it.
So
I screwed up
you
twice.
guys introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Sean Yoakum with AnnieMac Mortgage.
Nicely done.
Practiced.
Yep.
Jay?
I'm Jay Leibowitz with AnnieMac. Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you guys
Thank
here.
you for having us.
Yeah.
Of course.
And today we're just going to really go into the behind the scenes, what makes you guys so special. There's quite a bit, but, where would you like to start, Meesh?
Well, I'm thinking this might be a 2-parter, but we're going to see if we can get it all in one, right?
Okay.
All right. So first things first. I don't know if we say this enough on our team, but we are super passionate about helping the veterans in our community.
Absolutely.
Both active and veteran status, right? There's so much available that I don't think is known. And we've heard plenty of stories from plenty of people that they just don't know where to go when it comes to buying a home, either first time, second time, whatever the case may be. And when we started talking with this team here, we found out that that is a huge passion for them as well. And instantly we were like, we have to get this out there. This has to be taught more. And we're huge education based, and these guys are as well. And I think we just need to dive 2 feet in and let's chat about it. Awesome. I mean, you guys have some amazing things that we can do for our veterans. And I think let's start there.
Yeah, let's get started.
Yeah, thank you both.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
So like you said, we are a huge company that supports our veterans. We believe in them. You know, they serve our country. They come home. They say they want to buy a house. There's a lot of myths with VA loans. And I think that what we do is we lead with education, right? We want them to know the ins and outs. So when you hand off one of your clients to us that's a veteran, we treat them like family, everyone like family, but we want them to know exactly what they're buying, how much they're paying. You know, we came up with a program called Cash to Keys, where we're able to help our VA buyers make a cash offer with no home sale or mortgage contingencies.
Fantastic.
Now, you know, in this market today, that's priceless, right?
100%.
So for whatever reason, there's that myth out there that the VA loans are harder to get through. The appraisers call for all this stuff. And to be honest with you, they're exactly the same as conventional. But these veterans can get into the house with nothing down, 0 down payment, no mortgage insurance. And I think they don't realize that. You know, we just closed one last month where they only had to come to the table with $3,000 after it was all said and done.
Wow.
And a lot of our veterans today are disabled, which is unfortunate. So they don't have funding fee. A lot of the times the taxes are exempt.
Yep.
So when they come to us, we look at them and say, this is where you're going to be. This is your approval. And we go from there.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people don't know that, right? They think whenever you're buying a home, whether you're a veteran, first-time home buyer, whatever, you need that 20% down, and that the taxes are going to be a huge problem. I don't think a lot of our veterans understand everything that is available to them, like the tax waivers, and you only have to bring a limited amount of funds. And when you put cash to keys on top of that, you're putting them against some of the most competitive buyers in the market right now.
That's right. We've actually had VA buyers accepted over cash.
Yeah.
Which is incredible, because I couldn't have imagined a scenario where that would have happened before. But your program really helps that, helps them get that through.
Yeah.
Where we haven't seen that, which is great.
It's awesome. Excuse me. It's our duty to get it out there. Like you said, Meesh, we lead with education, and this is the only difference between an active military hero or veteran achieving the dream of home ownership is us getting it out there. So it's our duty to get it out to the public. Unfortunately, when Sean, myself, and our teams speak, I'm sure you, Meesh, and Matt too. Like when you're speaking to some of our veterans or active military, sometimes it's so sad they don't have the hope. They're like, "Oh, I'm not going to get my offer accepted," right? So again, we have our freedom because of our heroes. We have to help them build wealth of real estate. They get caught up in that rent cycle.
Yep.
And, so if we could just keep sharing this message, if everybody out there that watches this tells one veteran friend or family or anything to call Meesh, call Matt, call Sean, we'll make a difference.
Absolutely. And obviously we work with clients, all across the spectrum, conventional, FHA. I know you guys obviously do a lot of conventional FHA as well as VA. What are some of the unique challenges that our VA buyers face, and how does AnnieMac help them with that specifically?
Honestly, I think it's just the starting point. They don't know where to start.
Yeah.
So we are there to help them. They come to us and they don't realize they need their certificate of eligibility, their DD-214. And at AnnieMac, we take pride in helping them. So we get that for them. That's a big step. I've been doing this a long time, and there was times we were waiting on our client to get it. AnnieMac has taken the steps to get that for them to make this process as seamless as possible. We help them get their documents. They're sometimes fragile. They feel like
going to say they're it's overwhelming on the umpteenth degree, right? It's overwhelming for anybody purchasing a home, but then you add in whatever they've been through coming home, or just the challenges of everyday living.
Yeah.
It's nice when someone can literally walk them through step by step through the process and say, okay, we can help you get this stuff directly from the government, and here's what I need from you. Here's the best places to find it. And we've seen you do it.
Plus, you have to imagine, I would imagine that they've also heard for years VA loans are challenging. The process is challenging. People, take advantage of veterans, and obviously that's not the case. So to your point, Jay, just being able to get the message out there about how we can really help a lot of these, veterans is important. Yeah, it's our duty.
It's our duty. You're right. It's our duty, and that example that Sean gave, the hand holding, like I said, there's a lot of our heroes when they come back from overseas. Whether they're, it's active duty or, they're reserves, whatever they're doing, they come back, and the normal things in life are not just waiting for them,
Yeah.
All these documents that Sean mentioned, they're when you're overseas and you're fighting for a country, all the information that the market shares with potential home buyers and renters, they don't have that, right? So, it's fun for us to be able to get this out there and have testimonials that we could share that we are very proud of.
Do you have a lot of veterans where you find that maybe they're the first person in their family to buy a home?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Most are the first-time buyers, and they want to buy and they can't because they just don't know how to get started. They almost are like paralyzed,
Yeah.
and like even for the documentation, like getting their W-2s and pay stubs and bank statements. You think about it. They've been fighting for our country. They're not in front of the internet or the computers, and times change so fast that we open up our office and say, listen, don't you worry. You come to our office, bring your documents, we'll copy them for you, we'll get everything in order. And it's just a beautiful thing that we can help them because it's the least we can do, for serving our country. And then they come home, right, and they go make an offer. And prior to Cash to Keys, I always call the listing agent.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, they were like, oh, no, I want to stay away from that. And I'm like, why?
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 Why would you not want to help our veterans? Mm-hmm. And it's that myth, they're going to get this old appraiser to come out and they're going to call for all these things. And no, they're just the same as conventional. Yeah. And if not, and less than FHA sometimes. These are deserving people who need to get a start, and we need to be that person, that voice for them. Right?
Absolutely.
I can't stress that enough because we talk about everybody across the gambit, that we've helped. And when it comes down to it, I think some of the most thankful that we've ever had were our veterans who were like, I didn't think this was possible. And you really made us have a home and a place. And you figure some of them were probably displaced when they came home because they left and they had to pretty much give up everything. So when they're coming home, it's a brand new chapter.
Absolutely.
And how fortunate are we in a position that we can connect them with people like you guys to be able to literally give them another brand new chapter when they come home.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a team effort, right? Us doing that together, finding them the right house, giving them that leverage. What's also interesting too is they're they're more committed to these purchases than anyone, right? So when as an agent,
100%.
right, they're all in. This is not an investment for them. This is their life.
Yeah.
So again, with the Harnick team and the community mortgage team at AnnieMac, we're telling our listing agents when we give this VA offer, they're as good as cash. Yeah. They're better than cash because AnnieMac's guaranteeing it, and that's approved right from the VA, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's an exciting thing to have, and it's our duty. Again, we're going to keep saying duty, but it's our duty to get it out there to everybody.
Can you get into that a little bit more? You mentioned that AnnieMac guarantees it. So what does that mean for our viewers out there? Like,
Great question. Yeah, Sean, do you mind taking that?
Absolutely. So, Cash to Keys really came about to help our veterans, right? Because we knew they were not going to stand a chance in this market. In our area alone, there's such a shortage of inventory. So our houses go up, you have 10 offers. And if you have 9 conventional buyers and 1 VA, unfortunately, that veteran goes to the bottom.
Yep.
So we created Cash to Keys. And what does that look like? We get them fully approved behind the scenes. Takes about 3 days. 3 days.
I know.
And then they can go out. We hand them back to you. They're ready to make an offer. This is a cash offer with no contingencies. That's what these agents want to hear.
Yep.
And then
can you say that once again, Sean? I think that really bears repeating. Seriously.
a cash offer with no contingencies.
And she even leaned into the mic a little closer to emphasize it. Perfectly
Because
done.
I feel so passionate about this. We want to help everyone. And then, to have this cash offer go right to the top, and then the bonus is, oh, by the way, they're a veteran, So I think when the seller hears that, they feel good about it. The agent feels good. They feel confident. And what's happening now, it's spreading. The Cash to Keys is just spreading like wildfire. And it is really making this market better. It's changing it. So say you have a veteran that has to sell their home. They come to you. Well, you're in a pickle because they need the proceeds to buy the next house.
Yep.
So what do? We make them a cash offer with no home sale or mortgage contingency. So, that goes right to the top. And if we have to buy their house and have them move in, AnnieMac Private Equity will do that. We give you 6 months to sell their current residence.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
And we've done it.
We have done it.
We've done it, and
Yeah.
we've seen the process. And when our buyers finally got here, they were like, "This was so easy. Like, this was so great. We didn't know where to go because they were moving from out of state to here, and you guys just so happened to co-op with that state and had the ability to be able to do that." And we were like, "Listen, we can get you here. We've got these plans in place. Let's just have you talk to the right people." And as soon as they had that conversation, you could immediately feel that tension that was in her shoulders. Over the phone, we heard it immediately start to sink. And she's like, "Wait a minute, we could get there and then we could sell our house. We could move everything out and it can be empty." And we're like, "Yes, ma'am, you can." And she was like, "This is fantastic." And
Started to cry.
we were so excited.
Thank you for trusting us.
Of course.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's the whole that's the whole point of, you must have had some really good success stories, I'm sure. I know we have with you,
100%.
and we can certainly talk about them, but tell us about a couple of maybe 1 or 2 of your favorites.
Yeah, sure.
What, you have one you want to hear?
And I know there's one sitting right in front of
nice
them
one.
that
Oh.
I was able to look at. I got a sneak peek of it last night.
But
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Meesh or Matt to read it for Sean and I, because you guys.
She's giving me a look.
I can.
Do you want to read
You want us
it?
to
We're
read
gonna
Please
delegate
do.
it.
So
You want me to
this
read
is
it?
just one of our many,
Yes.
Yeah.
many.
Okay.
Before we jump into our personal successes with you guys.
Yes, because we have a few.
We do.
So, is it okay if I read the name? The full name, or just the first name?
Yeah, you could. Actually, just the first name, if you don't mind.
Okay, so this is from John. He's a retired colonel. My name is John, a military retiree with 30 years of U.S. Air Force and New Jersey Air National Guard combined service. In February 2025, Jay Leibowitz, AnnieMac EVP of Retail Sales, and his AnnieMac team played a vital role in securing my dream retirement home purchase. My first contact with Jay was in January 2025. I was rate shopping. Prior, September 2024 to be exact, I submitted an offer on a different home. In such a competitive housing market, I put in a very solid offer. In fact, my offer turned out to be the highest dollar amount the seller received, and it was a pre-approved VA loan offer. The seller accepted an offer $26,000 less than mine because it was an all-cash offer. They turned down a VA offer $26,000 higher to go with a cash offer. My wife and I could not believe it. We then and now believe there was a reason for everything, and this home was just not meant to be in our future. In January 2025, my wife found a home we decided to pursue. Through a conversation with a friend who is also a military retiree, I was connected with Jay and his team. They informed me of two unique programs AnnieMac offered, the cash offer program, as well as the buy now, sell later program. He passionately explained to me his sincere desire to assist our nation's heroes in building memories and wealth through real estate. I was both impressed and thankful. I took full advantage of the cash offer program with the help of Jason and his exceptional team. His name's Jason. I call him Jay, just so we know we're talking about the same person. With the help of Jason and his exceptional team, this time in February 2025, my pre-approved VA loan was communicated to the seller as an all-cash offer. Powerful. My wife and I were able to secure our dream home. I cannot thank Jason, his team, and AnnieMac enough for making our dreams a reality. The collective AnnieMac team made the buying process smooth and easy from start to finish. They were extremely engaged, informative, and provided immediate response to any question I had. This is my third home purchase, by far the easiest and smoothest I've experienced. I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to AnnieMac for offering these programs to those willing to serve our nation. With great thanks and appreciation.
Thank you for reading.
Bravo, you two.
Thank you.
That's a phenomenal review right there. Like this is what we all aim for, right? When we go into this process, we want these glowing reviews, and we want to know that our client is taken care of from that first conversation with our team through to the closing table when they're signing that last document and getting the keys.
Yeah. And this just exemplifies exactly what we hope for our clients and what our clients deserve.
Absolutely. And the simplicity of it is, when we talk about our mission is to just get the message out there, this was just someone that we got the message out to that happened to know the colonel, right? So just by sharing it haphazard, just in your normal conversation, say, by the way, if you know any fellow heroes or even if you're not a veteran or active military, do you know anyone that is? Just let them know that we have a program. If you hear them talking about buying a house or refinancing or anything, just put them in touch with Sean. Just trust me, we'll be able to. And that's what happened there. It was just that it was in top of mind to the one person. The colonel was speaking to a general, a retired general in the Air Force, and he was talking about his pains. And the general said, the light bulb came up. He's like, wait.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I remember my friend telling me about something. Can I connect you? And it's just, so if we just tell one person a day to share this with a hero, we're going to be able to help our nation.
I love that you guys are so community-based.
Yes.
It's so important.
I mean, that's
why it's a community mortgage team.
Yeah.
Really, but I think that's why we love the Harnick Team, right? We have the same mission.
100%.
Got to impact your community. It's so important.
Yeah,
So important.
100%.
What are we doing this for if we're not helping the people that we can help?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you for reading that. You got a great speaking voice.
You do. I was impressed.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So we actually got permission, because I always like to ask before I mention specific clients of ours, but we actually got to work with a veteran, and it came through a referral partner of ours, and I actually got to take the call, which is very rare. But when I talked to the referral agent, I was like, didn't say the name who it was, just said it was a high-profile client and that they were a veteran and they were getting frustrated and they needed someone who was really going to be patient and kind and dedicated. And immediately I went, well, one, that's our team. And two, are they working with anybody on the mortgage side? And she said, no, I'd really like to give them a local person. I said, great. I have the best team for you. Like, I know exactly who we're going to pair this guy with. And she's like, okay, well, are you sitting down? Because I need to tell you who it is. And I went, I'm always sitting down. I mean, I'm not usually taking phones walking around, but sure, yeah, I'm sitting down. And she goes, it's Richard Pryor Jr. And I was like, and she's like, yes, don't complete that sentence. I said, yes, ma'am, I will not complete that sentence. So immediately I got off the phone. I called Matt and I said, hey, this is the situation. I'm going to give Sean a call. Do you want to be on the phone? He goes, no, I think you should take this one. I said, okay, cool. So I called Sean and we were like, this is what we've got going on. And she went, whoa, wait, huh? And I was like, yes, that's the person. And immediately we got on the phone, and so down to earth, just needed someone to listen and someone to care, and who really wanted to understand what he and his partner or his husband were looking for and where they wanted to be. Now, they were not specific, but they had some very specific needs. when it came to a home. And we brought him into this room actually. And I threw up my laptop and I threw up the MLS just to see what was out there. The first home that came up on the MLS.
The blue house.
The blue house. This blue house. He looked at it and went, that's it. No questions. They both knew that was their house.
But we took a little bit of a circuitous route to get there.
We did. And I was like,
They went...
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say they had to date a couple houses before they married the right one.
They did. They knew it all along. But I mean, come on. Sometimes you got to date before you go back to the original, right?
Keep coming back to the blue house.
Keep coming back to the blue house. And when it all came down to it, I kept checking in, making sure everything was good, checking with Sean and Kathleen and the team and making sure that we were on track. And they're like, nope, we're good. We got it. We're good. We're golden. And I was like, really? They're like, yeah, they're on everything. I'm like, this is amazing. That settlement table that day, I'll probably cry now. I don't think we were ever that emotional other than that day because the both of them were so gracious. And when Richard walked out of the room and it was just Curtis, Sean, and I in here, I think I could have had 4 tissue boxes for just the 3 of us. Just because they were so deserving of having their own space and they just needed the right people to support them and understand and not make them feel less because they couldn't be that like top, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like they couldn't put in those like crazy offers that people were seeing, right? Like we had to be strategic and these guys got strategic and just made it happen for them. And they were so grateful.
So grateful. And when he started crying, like I don't know where the title company went. And Matt, you left.
Yeah, like everybody left
and I
looked for the 3 of us.
At Meesh and I said, did something happen? What's going on? I was like
just for the record, I think we went to make copies.
Yeah, you guys
you left for a moment.
Yeah,
but I was
long,
like,
but his partner left, and
Yeah.
he turned to us and said, "You have no idea. We've been told that we can't buy a house.
Yeah.
We tried to buy a house, and no one wanted to help us."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my God!" Now I'm crying. I look over at me; she's crying, and I said, "It has been nothing but an honor to work with both of you, and you both are so deserving." And it's those stories that really get us, right? The fact that goes on today is
Andrew.
Yep.
Okay, so this gentleman, I will not use his last name, but his name's Andrew, was, as I recall, living out of his car in California. And he came here to Philadelphia for a job, and he got an apartment, but it was a temporary situation. He had a dog, and he was like, I can't give up my dog. I'm like, we'll figure it out. I mean, we'll find some place where you have plenty of room. And it took probably, a few months, but we found the right house. And it was the same thing. Like when he was at the settlement table and we were just sitting here just looking at him. I mean, it was just such an emotional moment because it's the same thing. And I don't remember the exact words he used. I wish I could, but it was something like he was reflecting on where he came from just a year ago and where he is now. And he has a house and he has a place for his dog and he belongs and he just feels that sense of community.
That's everything.
It chokes you up, right? And it gives you chills because you're just like, this is what it's for. Like that, it's that TikTok trend, right? That's going around like, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about.
Absolutely. Really, when you look at real estate, a lot of folks look at it like it's an investment, and it can be one of the best investments in the world. But for our heroes, they're just looking for a home to call their own. That's that simple. Yeah. And we have this country is our home that's our own because of them. So those stories, Andrew, that's incredible. Goosebumps.
Right.
Just wanted to have a home for his dog.
He got money back,
Not
right?
him, his dog.
That should never be too much to ask.
Never
right?
be too much to ask. I'm so
I
glad
had to
we
look
found you
off
guys.
camera because we've got Kathleen sitting behind over here. And I was like, hold on a second. We gave him money back at the table.
Yeah, that's right.
Like we gave him
like $2,000 or something?
Like to be
because he was cute.
No, but like that, how unheard of is that? And it was unexpected. Like I think we told him the day before that that's what was
And
happening.
that number kept growing
and it
because
kept
there was,
growing.
I don't remember why, but it started off as like $1,000 and he was like, oh my God. And then it was like 15 and then it was 18 and then it was like 2,000 something. We're like, what is going on here?
Yeah,
But
he was just that pure joy of, I have a place, like this is my home, this is my spot, like, and all he was concerned about was his puppy. Like he just wanted a place for his puppy, not even really him.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh.
And you know what's so nice about our job? It doesn't end after closing.
no,
right?
we say that every single closing.
It really does.
This is where it begins.
It begins, and we're the source for everything. Like, oh my goodness, I have a leak.
Yeah.
They call.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We want to be
Ev-
that
not a day goes by.
person, you know, my taxes went up. Well, let's figure this out together.
Have a great person for that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So
We'll get your taxes down. No, just kidding.
We'll try.
yeah,
We would definitely be the most popular real estate team if we could do that.
I know, right?
Yeah, can't promise that. We'll try our best.
But I mean, we've also used cash to keys without being a veteran.
True.
As well. So like if you don't have veteran status, that's another great way just to compete in this market.
Absolutely.
Is to utilize the cash to keys, especially if you're a first time home buyer. I mean,
Brilliant.
it's an amazing resource for them that a lot of people don't know is available. As soon as you see them start to get a little frustrated when they're in their portal and they're looking and they see stuff that they like, and by the time they can go see it, it's under contract, and they're like, what is going on here? Like, can you call and see if it was financed? And you know, people don't have to tell you that. Agents don't have to tell you the details behind the deal, right? But sometimes if it's somebody you know, they might throw you a bone every once in a while just because they understand the market and what buyers are going through. And then you go, hey, why don't we know you're approved conventional with them, but let's see if we can slide you over into this program and get you in as a cash offer. Let's see what that does. And I mean, it's one.
And you know what's amazing about cash to keys? There's so many platforms under it. You know, so for our first time home buyers, they go in as a cash buyer with no mortgage contingency.
Yep.
Buy now, sell later. We give you 6 months to sell their house.
Yep.
They go in as a cash offer with no home sale or mortgage contingency. And now we have cash bridge. You know, how about the family who's downsizing? They have a lot of love in this house. They don't have a mortgage, and nor do they want one. We have cash bridge. And if they close the same day, it's so rewarding because they just needed us to get that offer accepted.
Yep.
We can do it with FHA. You know, there's so many possibilities that we just don't stop. We know when this started over 4 years ago, we just had the cash offer, right, for first-time home buyers, and buy now, sell later. And then the company hears the loan officers and the teams behind it say, hey, what about this? Now we have appraisal assurance where we can go into a property without an appraisal. There's so many opportunities that we just do not stop. We want to help you win in this market.
And Sean's topping the company. She won't say that, but she cares so much that she's not going to do it any other way, right? People need to have the best chance possible to win, and that's it. And that's why she's the top. It's like she's going to take that extra step, her and Kathleen, the Harnick team, to make sure that they're in the best position possible to make their offer. It's a nice place to be, right? To know that you got...
It's an amazing place to be. And especially to know that we work as a team, right? A lot of times when people, I hear this a lot just from my friends, from other ops around the country, you hear that the agents and the title company and the lenders, they're all fighting each other to get the deal to the table. And I look at them with 6 heads half the time because I'm like, I don't deal with that.
Can you ever imagine having to fight people to help get your
I don't understand why you guys are not communicating. I'm like, all of my guys are on one channel and they all communicate with each other. They've worked with each other in past. So it's just like, oh, okay, we're under contract. Here you go, guys. Here's what you need. And I sit back for the first week and I'm just like, okay, we've got the earnest money. That's great. Do you need anything from me at this point? Nope, we're rolling straight ahead. And I'm like, okay, great. And I'm checking in, and usually I'll check in with title and I'm like, do you need anything from lending? And they're like, oh no, Sean, Kathleen, and the team already have it to me. And I'm like, oh, well then what? Okay, thanks. And then I'm calling these guys like, thanks for making this easy. And the client has no clue that like, if there's any issues, they have no idea because it's all masked.
seamless.
And it's just a great experience on both sides. When the backside of us is rolling full steam ahead and the client is having a great experience, when you get to that table, it's just like, this was so easy, and this is nothing like what my parents told me it was going to be. And we're
And it
like,
should be easy.
that's how it should be.
It should be easy.
It should be.
And we feel the same way about you. Like, you guys are exceptional out there.
Thank you.
And you really prepare your clients and know what their wants and needs are. You listen. You know, a couple times we met the buyers with you here, and I thought that was so amazing.
Andrew.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
And we did it all right here within
Yeah.
minutes.
100%.
And we had the
Richard,
approval, and he was on his way, and he knew exactly what he wanted. But you took the time to listen, and that's so important today.
You have to. If you're not doing that, then you're doing a disservice.
I'm stealing the mic. Meesh, you are the most organized person in the world with the biggest heart. So
Stop
what
it.
what you just laid out, that process, you design that every time.
I do.
From your heart, from details.
yeah, that's not luck.
No,
that's not by
luck.
accident.
That's set up
No.
by you.
That's planning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it's an honor for us to have that groove together.
True
right?
honor.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I feel the same way about you guys.
Do it.
All right, so now it's time to get into our rapid fire round. Meesh, would you like to take it away?
Yes, this is my absolute favorite part, and they don't get the questions ahead of time. So, are you guys ready?
Okay, I think so.
Okay.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Coffee.
Early bird or night owl?
Both.
Early bird.
That's what I like to hear. More people on my side. Favorite local restaurant?
Both.
Tekka
Ooh.
Where's Tekka?
in Newtown Square.
Okay.
Okay.
Jay, otherwise known as Jason.
Let's say Barclay Prime in Philadelphia.
Ooh, you're going fancy.
Wow.
Okay. Dream vacation.
Down the shore.
Yeah? I love
simple.
it.
I'm so
I
simple.
love it.
I get it.
That's a great one. Yeah. Shore's the best.
With family.
Yeah. I just want to go to Italy one day, so it is a dream.
Yeah.
Go to Italy,
Yeah.
so,
Oh, dream. Okay.
Yeah, it's a dream. It's a
Do you want to change your answer?
You can change your answer.
You can change it.
We're
Hawaii.
flexible.
Oh,
Oh,
Hawaii.
I like Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Okay. iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
iPhone.
Okay, so no green text with these guys.
No.
Podcast or playlist?
Podcast.
Podcast or playlist? Yeah, it's a podcast.
Okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Dogs.
All right.
I have both.
You
but
hesitated.
because I have both. But
Yeah.
if I had to keep one, and
Oh, God.
yeah, it's brutally honest, right? Oh, but I love my cat too.
If you had to pick a go-to hype song,
This is so crazy to say. I don't even know the title of it. I know it's like watermelon something.
oh,
What?
yes, it's by
Beyonce?
Oh, no, I was thinking the one by Harry Styles. Is that not the one I'm thinking about?
How's it go?
Oh, this is gonna get good now.
Dun, dun, dun. Watermelon, bum, bum, bum.
I don't think so.
Not that one.
I just like the beat.
Okay, we'll have to look it up. Watermelon something by Beyonce.
We'll caption it after we
We'll
figure it
caption.
out.
Yeah, we'll figure it
I'm
out.
not a big song person. I love songs, but I'm like, who sings that?
Who sings that?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Jack?
So,
I know who you are.
well, so you know what? In high school, when our football team would come out, it was Iron Man by Black Sabbath, and to this day, anytime that comes on, I get fired up. I'm gonna run through the
Yeah.
fucking wall. So it's that Iron Man.
I thought you were going to say Metallica. Something
think-
by Metallica.
Metallica. There's so many.
I thought you were gonna say Billy Joel.
Whoever. Well, yeah, that fires me up in a different way. I want to have a glass. Of wine. I want to have a glass of wine and some pasta and listen to a piano. But if I want to get fired up, hype.
Yeah.
You know. But also, who did you? Like Metallica would be like. That's too like. Wherever I may roam to, that can get you fired up. But yeah, I'm going back to Iron Man.
Okay.
Nice.
It's
Shout out
funny
to
how
Ozzy
it, like-
Osbourne.
Ozzy.
I love Ozzy.
Rest in peace,
Dun, dun.
Rest in
Ozzy.
peace,
Dun,
right?
dun, dun, dun.
It's like,
Crazy Train.
Yeah.
Crazy Train.
Is
It's
that
funny
Ozzy?
how those like
Yeah.
old school
That was
memories.
It is.
Sean's
Wow.
going to do the beginning of Crazy Train. Go. There we go.
Perfect.
Ozzy Yoakum.
I love it. Do you have a hidden talent?
Ooh. Silence.
They're both silent on this one. If you don't, it's okay.
Making people smile.
I love it.
I don't know how hidden that is.
Yeah.
We always
That's
smile when we
out
see
there.
Sean.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm really good with a magic sponge if there's scratches on the wall.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I love magic sponges.
least you said about the
I go
scratch
through like 30 a week. No,
What?
Oh my gosh.
challenge
We
here.
learn new things every time we
Do you
get
have
together.
stock
with
in
Jay.
They know
Magic
already. I'm
sponge.
OCD. Yeah.
So am I.
I used to be able to do a round off back handspring.
Wow.
We tried it on the beach. It didn't go so
Didn't go so
well.
well. At least it was a soft landing
careful.
spot, right? Please don't
We
break
need you
anything.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one word to describe yourself.
Giving.
I like it. It's a good word.
Blessed.
That's a good word.
That's a great word too.
Yeah.
I was going to use passionate for both of you. So I think that's.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
What would yours be?
Oh, what did we say mine was? You'll have to watch the the other episode.
All
I
right.
forget what it
All
said.
right.
What I said. I cheated. I asked my friends.
What did they say? Do you remember?
Determined, passionate, loving, caring. They had like a list of like 5 or 6, but they
Times a
all.
million.
Yeah.
Amen.
I don't even remember. If we go back to the first episode,
Yeah. He's.
I had a list.
Yeah.
2 huge hearts.
We also had cheat sheets. So
We
I
did
just
have
read
cheat
it
sheets.
because we knew we were going to ask, so we just
Yes.
had kind of like went for it in advance.
For you guys, you don't get cheat sheets.
No
You get
cheat
sheets.
surprised.
No.
Nope.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to wrap up for today, but I've got 2 last questions. You ready? What's one piece of advice that you would give to your clients in this market?
First, I would say get in contact with us. I would say do not stress. This is an easy process, and we will educate you every step of the way.
Love it. I don't think you could say it any better than that.
Yeah.
Can you?
Okay. No.
No?
Ditto.
Okay.
Ditto?
Ditto.
Awesome. I was going to say, where can people connect with you? But we can always shove it up in the comments and in our description. That way you guys can just copy and paste to get in touch with Sean and the team.
That would be
I would
amazing.
love that, and thank you both for having us.
Thanks
you
for being
having
on.
us. We love you
Of course.
guys.
Thank you
for
so
this.
much.
Yeah.
Thanks
This was
for
really
allowing
fun.
us to open the
Yeah.
door to you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathleen, for sitting
Yes.
there looking beautiful.
Our behind the scenes
That
gal
smile.
over here, we thank you. And
That's
we will
right.
have you on a future episode.
And thanks to all of you out there for watching the latest episode of the Keychain Podcast. Sean, Jay, thanks so much for joining us today.
Our pleasure.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.